Okay, hi guys, a very good afternoon to all of you. Now, I told you this before that I'll be taking a special session at 1. Whenever we prepare for any exam, something which is very important and that you must practice is memory based paper, right, Chandrasekhar? So, what we are going to do is I'm going to do the complete previous year paper, okay, which is memory based paper today that I have taken up for RRB PO mains English section previous year RRB PO mains exam paper, right? And why are we doing this? Because to get an idea about the exam, how was the exam last year, we come to know about the difficulty level, and I'm going to take the complete English section, all 40 questions, okay? So if you can participate, some of you, I know majority will watch probably video also, but you should have a complete practice paper, memory based paper, which you all search for to get an idea how was the exam earlier. So last 3 years we will be doing in sequence all the exams memory based papers, right? So let's start now. This paper particularly memory based, I have picked up all the questions, so we'll go in sequence only. See, obviously choice is important when we write these exams. Choice is important, which one you will pick, which question first you will pick to attempt, but we'll go in sequence right now, and then we'll discuss overall what did we find, how was the level, was it doable or no, what kind of questions are asked, right? So this is for people who will be writing RRBPO. Why we are starting with RRBPO particularly is because you have already got the notification. I've already told you prepare prelims and main simultaneously. So we'll start with this one. Before I begin, guys, do please subscribe to our YouTube channel and download the app. Already mains winners batch is live on the platform. You can check the details. Okay, use my code also for discount. So let's begin with the first question. So all 40 questions we will be doing together, right? Let's begin with the first one here. Can anyone start giving me the answers? Yeah, take your time for each question. You will get the time. I'll give you the time to read, understand. Okay, I'll just go off screen for some time so that you can read everything and I'm not hiding the text here. Yeah. So the first set, guys, very doable set that they have given in this particular paper, memory based, there was match the following. Now I'm writing the options for all of you. This is something scoring. Even if you start in the exam with match the following, you can expect this question in mains also. Okay. Even if you start with this, it is a scoring question and less time consuming. So here are your options also that I will write. Quickly tell me which is your answer. You can read thoroughly, write down your pairs, then based on option we always select. See, approach for each question is also important. Okay, so based on the pairs we select. First we basically, the whole thing is that you write down your own pairing, and then based on the options you select your answer, final answer. Okay, so if I begin reading, guys, if I begin reading, which is the answer you will find here is correct. Options are, I've already written in, I think Jansi is right here, and quick also. Earlier, the niche of foreigners, wellness tourism is gathering pace among Indians who are turning to Ayurveda. Okay, Indians who are turning to Ayurveda, yoga, and naturopathy. So, Indians and who is used for people. AE is one pairing, excellent. The previous generation was different in that way they used debt to fund their expansions and rarely allowed their family stakes to dip below 50%. Okay, we are talking about a fund, okay, a fund to expand their, you can say, to fund their expansion, and they did not allow the stakes to dip, to decrease. So that's definitely making sense, B and D pairing. So we have one pair as, guys, AE, we have one pair as BD. Okay, what will be your final answer according to this? With Jansi, I think you were the first one to give. It is option number 4. Correct, very good. Scoring, next one. Next one. Question number 2. So first set that we get here in this paper is of 40 questions is match the following. First set that we get is match the following. Chalo. Second one, please. I will write the options for all of you. The final answer will be ex-captain, ex-Pakistan captain. Yes, guys, ex-Pakistan captain. Now you see, all have only one pairs. All the options have only one pairing. So simply, if this is the case, I would probably go by options and quickly check to get the answer. No, CF is not making sense. One of CF. 4 men were arrested on Tuesday for allegedly stealing 167 mobile phones. One of the accused would have been correct. Okay. So here one is missing. CF doesn't make sense. Final order is AD. Okay. Who underwent successful angioplasty on Monday has been discharged. This is your hint. Has been. Okay. AD is your final answer here. Correct. Okay. So these are how many, guys? 1 and 2. Match the following. Now we are moving to the next pattern which they have given. Now I can come on screen also. I think there's enough space for me. I'm hiding nothing. Yeah. Connector. Now we always say connector question. Is it important? Can it be a part of mains exam? Definitely. For RRB PO mains also. Okay. Chalo, start with this, guys. Next set that they have given is connector. For this, remember, you have to read the pattern very carefully. Read the pattern first. Giving you time to read the pattern, understand, then we will answer together. One thing, starters are given. You have to start with any of these phrases to combine the sentences. Remember, 1, 2, 3, whatever option you select should be placed in the beginning of either of the sentences. You cannot change the meaning. You have to combine without changing the meaning of the sentences, right? Now, please see here. That will benefit from Trump's successes and others that will see gains if he fails. Diversify your investments and consider mitigating your risk by taking some positions. Now see, these are your two. One from here and here. This is your second one. Okay. Option 1. Are you saying option 1 here? Okay, check karte hain. Let's see. Right. When we place the phrase in the beginning and try to combine, then only we will know. Okay. Now, assuming you cannot start with it. Okay. So this is cancelled. It cannot be in the beginning. I do not get any point which I can connect if I start with assuming. Okay. Only one cannot be your answer, guys. Some of you are marking option A. No. What I'll say is, make sure, there is a suggestion given. Make sure to diversify your investments and consider mitigating your risk, reducing your risk by taking some positions that will benefit from Trump's successes. Okay? Nahi. Mohan bola none matches. Why can't I start with 2? I think it is matching, Mohan, if I start with 2. Right? Yeah, make sure to diversify. First, I will start with this phrase. I will put my second statement, comma, I will put my first statement. If you read, it makes sense. Okay, so you are suggesting something. Make sure you do this. Make sure you diversify your investment. Okay, that will benefit from Trump successes. Okay, also now we will check the next one, the third phrase also. There is a need to, can I write there is a need to diversify your investment and consider mitigating your risk by taking some positions that will benefit from Trump successes. Definitely making a point. Okay, both of these, if I start my sentence with both of these phrases 2 and 3, and then I combine by writing second statement and then the first statement, it is definitely making sense. Okay, in fact I will repeat for you. See, we need more practice of connectors. Don't worry, in the mains batch I have got that covered. I have special class for connectors because I know it is an important question type in mains. So what the question says is select a beginner, a starter phrase. But the condition is you cannot change the meaning of the sentences. We are not changing the meaning of the sentences. Here, just in starter questions, what you need to do is start arranging. Can I start? Am I assuming something? No. They are giving a suggestion. So how will you give a suggestion? Usually you can start with make sure to do this. Okay, there is a need or there is a requirement to do this. So there is a need. Priya, we have 5 p.m. class also. This is special. I told you, no, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, TTS, I will be running special memory based papers, previous exams, so that you get all memory based at one place. Okay, 5 p.m. session will be there. Do not worry. Clear, everybody? So we need to diversify the investment. We need to make sure to diversify the investment. Okay, infant, are you getting it? By taking some positions that will benefit us from Trump's successes, okay, and others that will see gains if he fails. Okay, so how will we invest? How will we can reduce our risk? By investing in things which will give us gain. Okay. Next one. So guys, all of you, just to tell everybody, I'm going to take memory based paper Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday for all of you, extra session, special session, so that it helps you in the upcoming exams. When you search for memory based papers, you will get it at one place, all discussed. Okay. Chalo. Next one. We have another question, guys. Same pattern, starter question. Try this. Beginning, at the beginning of the sentences. Instead of means in place of something. Okay, remember we are giving kind of contrast here. Yes, I think some of you might get it right. Yeah, we are giving kind of contrast here, guys, if you can make this out from this question. Okay, how will you connect it? Let's see. How will you start the sentence? But despite the change in living quarters, it is important to acknowledge boundaries in the work environment. And then they are giving an example. Okay. But despite the change, we need to accept the boundaries. Okay. So only one. Did anyone mention only one? No. Some of you got confused. Okay. It is already written, important to acknowledge. Despite the change, there is a slight contrast meaning, which is not given by instead. Instead, we use when we are trying to replace in place of something. Understanding? No. We start with only one. Despite the change, it is important to accept, acknowledge boundaries in the work environment. Okay. In the workplace, I need to respect my father as my boss, but he also needs to respect my professional opinion, even if it is different from his opinion. Okay, this is how this example. Now based on example, we don't have any option. So how will you start is, despite the change in the quarters, it is important to accept the boundaries. Why not 3? 3 is not giving the contrast sense. We need some beginner phrase which is going to give contrast sense. 3 is not giving us the contrast sense. Okay. Now I can see, guys, which is your weak point from this session. I will have to teach you connectors from the very basics. I can feel that. I can understand that for sure. Yeah, from very, very basic. We need to do connectors from extremely basic, because I can see starter questions are still easier. You can get connector from moderate or to difficult level. Okay, starter questions you have to see while putting the phrase, you will have to understand, comprehend what will fit. Okay, right. Chalo, I'll move to the next one. Again, we have a starter question. This is a set. You always get set of questions, right? Category of questions. So these are sets. Another starter question. Chalo, batao. Try this, guys. I think you will get it easily. Don't. Meaning should not change. Just keep that in mind. Abhishek, very good evening. Good afternoon, actually. Next starter question. Let's see if you try how many can get this correctly. Give it a try, guys, even if you find it tough. You Abhishek used to evening and morning session, huh? Something different today. Answers. Okay, three, only three. Hmm. Let's check it then. You are saying only three. This one, right? Option numbers. Huh. Achha, I have not put the options correctly here. It should be 1 to 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right? You are saying third one, which is only three, which is correct, by the way. Now, continuing this kind of success takes effort, investment, and commitment, which is why this is the reason why, which is why means this is the reason why when a multinational giant comes knocking at the door with an impressive offer, it is not easy or always right to just go away. Okay, so continuing this kind of success takes effort. Okay, we will start with continuing. Now we are not talking about any reality. Okay, whatsoever will not give any meaning here. Okay, what is exactly whatsoever? Does anybody know the context here? Whatsoever means whatsoever. If you put it in the beginning of any statement, whatsoever meaning will be at all, whatever. Like how you use whatever, casually you use whatsoever. Okay, whatever. Okay, we use it like that, same context, whatever. Or we can also say we use it as an adverb also, by the way, at all, to emphasize. I have no doubt whatsoever. Sometimes we have heard a very common statement, I have no doubt whatsoever. Okay, I have no doubt at all, for emphasis. But here we are not giving that meaning. We are just talking about how sustaining, to maintain this kind of success, it takes effort. It is all meaning related here, totally context meaning related, and you will be able to mark. So I am happy some of you were able to give the correct answer. It's only three. Okay, only three. Acha, Priya has a question now. Why super elite SBIPO gold batch is not included in super elite? So Priya, see, this is a batch for somebody who probably has never taken any course. And don't worry, because I'm telling you, for SBIPO, there will be courses. There will definitely be courses which will be coming up for super elite candidates. So it's not that we are not going to provide you material for SBIPO, or we are not going to teach you for SBIPO. You have more coming up. Okay, you don't worry about that one batch. For you guys, for super elite students at Oliveboard, there will be access given to many more batches for SBIPO that are coming up. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. Not at all. Chalo guys, let's go to the next pattern. Next pattern. There are guys specific students who only prepare for one exam, only prepare for you can say they don't want any other, they don't give any other exam except for SBI. For those guys, this will be useful. Gold batch of SBI PO. That's the case. Guys, I'm highlighting the words. Negotiating is your first word. Second word, as you can see here, B word is owner. C word is seemed. You have to interchange. Now, this is also a very scoring question, I must say. If you're getting it in mains level, also 3 to 5 questions in this set, you can do it, and you can obviously score a lot here. Okay. Quickly. Highlighted words need to be interchanged as per the meaning. Now you have to tell me which can be interchanged, what will be your final answer. जल्दी से बता दो. Answer. Whether it was negotiating with the original car owner, the mechanic, or the buyer, I seemed to have recognized the principle of win-win situation, the case where everybody wins, right? So what will be your final answer? All are in correct position. No interchange required. No interchange required. Okay, B, correct. Next one. See, you are doing it all correctly. This is a very scoring one. Okay, 10th one. You have the words here, guys. Implemented, formalizes, brings, captive. Quickly. Anything that needs to be interchanged, these are your words highlighted. This you can do very quickly in the exam. Word interchange. I think brings a lot of benefits. C word is totally right. You don't need to do anything with C. You can check B and C options then. At its heart, at its core, yeah, it can. Hussein, in main C, I'm giving you a memory based paper. So means these were asked. It can be there. Why do you eat, guys, food, Abhishek, from a stall? It will happen, obviously. So the final answer here will be self, at its heart. If, what my hint is, if properly, what? If properly something is implemented, like put to use. Implemented is put to use. If properly, we need a verb here, implemented. So what can come is A and D. A and D. A captive insurance company. Okay, we will say a captive insurance company. What we will, yeah, it is option number C, guys. A and D. A captive insurance company. Singular A is mentioned, and we are describing insurance company means controlled by an organization. Yeah, a service. Okay, an insurance company formalizes self-insurance for your business. It also brings a lot of benefits beyond insurance if it is properly put to use, implemented. Okay. Next one. Have buttermilk. Somebody is giving suggestion. Jancy is giving suggestion to Abhishek. Yeah, you can have buttermilk. Tell me the next one, guys. Quickly. You know the words highlighted. A is corporation. B1 is here. No, my fault. Ability. Sorry. Here I'll highlight for you so that there is no confusion, Baba. A is ability, B is investing, C is wood, D is and. Batao. Very easy one. Corporations and small businesses investing would be wise to start what? Investing in ways to increase their employees' ability to listen better. Easy one, guys. Corporations first subject and small businesses. We are adding the second subject. Okay, and can come here. Okay, ability to listen better, you can say. So A and D for sure. You can exchange A and D for both. Option number B. Guys, it is option number B. No. would be wise. This should also come at the correct place. Wait, again I will check it. I want and to come here. Okay. Which ones are you marking? The ones I am telling you, you are marking. You are not giving me your own answer. Guys, both will be exchanged. A and D for sure. But here, B and C also. So actually what they have done is in the option, don't get tricked here. Why? Both A and B, this they have written for the option number. A option is which one? B and C. B option is which one? A and D. Both need to be interchanged. So there is an option which contains both these interchanges. Both are written in third option. C. Correct. C is correct. Both will come. So next one. Moving to the next one very quickly. A word, B, C, D. SBI PO, pre RRB means don't worry about the pattern. Don't worry about whether this will come or no. If I am taking it in class, it is memory based. It has been asked. A similar pattern is expected. Don't worry about that part, guys. Okay, final answer A, everybody. Hmm. This isn't to say that multinationals don't try to tailor their offerings and messages to each region. They will serve each region. Okay. And due to the nature of what they represent, C and D. Okay. Why not? We have evening class also, guys. Where will I go? Definitely we have a class in the evening. This is extra special session I am taking. I will be taking 5 p.m. class for sure. Okay, next one. I think this is the last one. Guys, last question of word interchange. Then we move to our word usage questions. Quickly give me your answer. So, A word is this, okay? Multinationals. Batao, final answer. Who will compete? Multinationals will compete. So companies, multinational companies will compete, can compete. At C place, definitely A will come. Okay, can I start my statement with however here? Definitely you can start with however. Okay, A and C. However, when providing products that are authentic and tailored to locals, multinationals can compete with the power of a local company. A and C. Some of you are giving me options which are not there also. A and C. Okay, you are starting with however here, contrast word, however. Clear? B option. Achha, now coming to the main point, we have, guys, word usage question. Word usage. Now, vocabulary based, we in this particular paper, we have 2 sets and you can get minimum 2 sets in the exam also. Fill in the blanks and word usage are separate. If I talk about vocabulary, this is the latest set. Like if you start seeing previous papers also, exam analysis, if you will do, they have started asking a lot of word usage instead of your normal vocab filler questions. They have started this. Okay. Now, please read the pattern and tell me your final answer here. Class at this time, this is special class. Elakya has joined in. You will have 5 p.m. class. Don't worry. 5 p.m. class will also be there. Yeah, KBC, this is mains paper. Right now you are finding it, very, very simple. Out of 40, I am telling you, in this set also, which I have taken memory based paper, very, very old set. Okay. See, what we will be doing is 2022, you have your exam. So I'll be doing 3 memory based papers. RRB PO mains 2019, RRB PO mains 2020, RRB PO mains 2021. You will know the difference also. Okay, 19, 20, 21. From the year 2019 to 21, all memory based sets you will do with me. Okay. Chalo. Guys, here, uh, if you run after 2 hairs, you will hatch neither. Nahi. Here the word should be catch. Where is the word correctly used and what is the meaning? Can you give me a final answer? Okay, here, hatch. Okay. Now identify the word where has not properly been used. Please understand. पायल की आवाज कहां से आ रही है? आई एम नॉट वेयरिंग एनी पायल. या अमन, यहाँ पे कोई आवाज नहीं है. This guys, do you hear any sound like that? You also tell me, everybody. I think the correct word here should not be catch, should not be hatch, it should be catch. Where it is incorrectly used. Okay. Now, any door. Okay. Any door, guys, of an aircraft, door in an aircraft or a ship. Door in an aircraft or a ship, we say hatch. First meaning. Okay. Down the hatch, what is it written? The guest reached over and harvested the pink slices with their bare hands, popping them down the hatch. This is the context here. This is the complete way you will read this phrase. Means friendly feelings that one shows towards one's companion before drinking. The friendly feelings that is shown. Not a very, very easy one, guys. See, word usage usually are tricky only. The friendly feelings you show with your companions before drinking, that is down the hatch. Okay. Third one, what is the context? Batten down the hatches. Again, a phrase. It's not a simple word. You have to read it together and know together. Okay. Is this paper similar to SBI JA? Definitely it will help in SBI JA also. Okay. So we have to batten down the hatches means preparing for a difficulty. When you prepare for a crisis. Okay. Here it is written, prepare for the worst. Prepare for a crisis. Okay. Get ready for to handle a difficult situation. We say batten down the hatches. You know the level of this question, what I'll mark here for all of you to understand. It is tough. This word usage is tough. If you don't know all these contexts, you can still do a guesswork. Okay, ma'am, that you cannot write hatch in the last one. But other than that, to be sure, you should know all these phrase meanings also. Okay, so a tough one. Next is guilt. The word is guilt. Let's see how many of you know this. Same thing, guys, where it is not correctly used is what you have to mark. This gilt-edged securities I have read somewhere. Though I don't attend your GA classes, but you attend GA classes, you would know. First one was very tough. If you don't know the phrasal meanings, you can never mark it. Gilt securities I have heard. Guys, this one I have heard in banking news. This is securities, gilt-edged. That is true. Acha, one is gilt is covered thinly with gold leaf or kind of gold paint. Something which is covered in gold paint or gold leaf. Okay. So that is gilt, right? So based on that, if you can give me your answer. If you don't know the word meaning only, you will probably never be able to answer. Here, all the different meanings of the given word you should know. Same word can have 2-3 meanings. You should know the context. Okay, now let's see here. Richly gilt, decorated, covered, you can say. Okay, handles, the plates that we have, hinges. Okay, gilt finish means like covered in gold finish, when you give gold finish, okay, to any item. Okay, gilt brass winged lion mask. Okay, this is also looking at you can say mask, which is gilt means covered, layer of gold covering. It has a cover of gold. Okay, it is actually all correct. All are correctly used. All are very correctly used. Okay, it's like a gold covering. Okay, tricky one, but still doable. Uh, if you know one meaning, gold covering, if you know. So next one is bear. This I think everybody will know the meaning. Bear. Not properly used. Again, please see. This is doable. We say bear the consequences, deal with the consequences. Bears have a likeness. I'll have to handle the responsibility, bear the responsibility. Okay. Which exist we say, guys, not bear exist. It is rare exist. So B, this was easy. This was doable in the word usage set. B. This is not using the word correctly. B answer. Okay. Rare exist we say. Rare exit we say. Rare exit. Not bear exit. Bear the consequences, face the consequences. Bears a likeness, shows a likeness. Bear the responsibility, take the responsibility. Okay. Run. Next word is run. What will be your answer? Where it is not properly used. Run. Guys, uh, she suffered a horrific run from the fire. Obviously, from the fire it will be burn, not a run. Okay, so it will be burn. This is also very doable. C1. Burn from the fire. There was a burn from the fire. C. Okay. One was tricky, I felt. Two were tricky. One, two, three, four. Out of the four, two were tricky, two were still doable. Depends on the question also of word usage. They can give you a very tricky one or a moderate one which you can handle. Okay, guys, next one is I will have to go off screen. You have to arrange these. It is jumbled sentences given. Quickly do this. Try it. I will obviously give you the full explanation. Okay, you have to arrange these sentences. It is a parajumble with 6 sentences mentioned. 6. Parajumble question. Yesterday we did one parajumble which everybody got wrong. Abhishek, don't remind me also. It is about, okay, I think I've read the book about this businessman. You all must know, right? Richard Branson. Yes, yes, very good, guys. Finally, somebody is guessing it right. Starting line will be B. Famous entrepreneur Richard Branson explains why young wannabe entrepreneurs need to get over the risk of Starting a business. Very good. Starting is B. So everybody has identified the first statement talking about the suggestion given or explanation given by a very famous businessman, entrepreneur, Richard Branson. B. Okay. Now tell me next. No. No, no, no. Going wrong, guys. Again, check what will come next. This idea is continued. We need to get over our risk factor. Get over the risk factor where this idea is continued. That you can sit on a great business. You can weigh the pros and cons, the advantage, disadvantage. But according to Branson, again the name is mentioned here, when you have to just act, there is a time when you have to just act. It will be B and D. Okay? So it talks about how we just need to act. Then if you act and you fail, it is okay. At least you learned something. Okay? So third will be F. Act and fail, but you learn something. Okay? His message was very clear. Okay? Now it takes guts, but you just have to do it. Feel the fear, but do it. Who says Branson's article gave him the confidence to start his business. Now we are talking a new topic. What Richard Branson explains, that is mentioned in these 3 lines. And his message was clear. That is why Darko started his own business, whattobecome.com, which is the 4th line. 4th one, E. Okay. After this, I have realized. Now you see here, but do it anyway. Who says? We are introducing a new person. So I for him. Okay. So this advice have made the author realized that, to stop overthinking and start working. And in the end, you also get one more hint, guys. This one, which is in inverted commas. This is written in inverted commas. Here, this line also, it is written in inverted commas. Something which the writer says, exact words of the writer. When we use, it is in inverted commas, right? So, E, C, and last one will be A. Okay. So, if you are an entrepreneur, the last one is a suggestion also. Usually we give feedback or suggestion in the end. If you are a businessman, okay, if you want to launch a small business, this is one of the best business articles to help you make the plunge, to help you start with it. So, in the end, we give in a suggestion in A. And remember the lines that are written here, guys, after the F1, E and C are written by in inverted commas by the writer. Exactly what he says. Okay, about his business, how Richard Branson inspired him to start. So B, D, F, E, C. This will be your final order. Okay, you should have got the pairing of possibly E and C. B, D, F is one grouping, and then last A is your suggestion. B, D, F, E, C, A. B, D, F, E, C, A. After B, after starting point, everybody started making mistakes here. Everyone started making mistakes. This was a very, you can say, not an easy one. This was a tough one, where you will get less number of hints and more through meaning you will have to arrange. Okay. Now is it clear? And you can get a small hint like which is useful here is this inverted commas one. Right? Here that you can make use of for sure. Any doubts here, guys? Tell me. We need to practice parajumble a lot. A lot means a lot. Now questions which you have related to this, usually in mains level, what will be the third statement, which will come together as a pairing, okay, what will be the fifth statement, you will have questions like that, okay. Chalo, tricky one, yeah, little tricky, definitely. Next, I can come on screen, guys, we have double blank. So apart from word usage, the other question set that you have from vocabulary, okay, because you have to do vocab based or vocabulary is tested in your exams, obviously. So we have word, this one, what do we say? Double fillers. Double fillers are not that tricky. You get hints. That is what I feel. but I will check how do you do this question. Okay, start with the first one. Double filler question, guys, everybody. We have to cover today the whole set, remember, all 40 questions. We have a passage, we have a error question set. A means a blank of, you know what will come, a range of, a series of, a variety of, right? We can all say all of these words can come. Now, there is a dash of features including a GPS tracker, a dash window canopy, an online entertainment system, and much more. Okay. Hoax means when you fabricate, you try, you cheat. Hoax is like cheat, which makes no sense here. So you can cancel. We are just talking about features. Okay. Huh. From the second word, can you make out a dash window canopy? A dash window canopy. Can you make out from the second word? I think we can. Hmm. Uh, View, we are giving a window canopy which is panoramic. Okay. Shubham, class hoga 5 p.m. pe bhi. This is just a previous year memory based paper. That is why I am taking the class at 1. Okay. Special session, added session. Okay. So guys, broad or systematic will not come. Huh. That is why the correct answer, the final answer should be A. Achha, what is the meaning? Let me tell you. When we talk about panoramic window, like we say, no, panoramic sunroof. Huh. So, which is a wide view, extensive view, like panoramic. Okay, surrounding everything. A huge window canopy, a wide view. Okay, extensive view. So, based on the second word, you can cancel. There is no system. Okay, or broad will not come. So, slew of measures means number of, a large number of. Slew is a number of, a variety of. Okay, so we are saying view which is, whenever we talk about panoramic view, it is extensive. Okay, covering a large area. So, that kind of canopy was there. So, we are talking about the features here. Everybody marked wrong, yes. Okay. In the camera you have this feature, no? So I thought you would know the answer. So next. I think you get hint here. Some hint is there. Easy? Yeah. Pakistan is also eyeing to acquire armed drones for Turkey. Okay. Now, bring back means something old we are talking about. Legacy of the dash empire. It cannot be currently existing. Extant means currently existing, because we are talking about old. So, it cannot be thriving, correctly growing, or existing. Both can be cancelled. Okay. Thriving, prospering, growing. Both are cancelled. Now, we are not inspecting anything or suspecting, doubting anything. So, doubting will be also wrong. So, also eyeing to means aiming for. Eyeing to is aiming for, acquiring, aiming to acquire the drones. Okay. Legacy of the bygone, old, previous C part. Clear? So, you get hints here to cancel the words. From the two options, two words in each option, you can cancel. Okay, next one. Next one, please. This also, I think you would know very quickly. You are talking about India to acquire, to take drones. Why? Because its own dash capability is limited. They cannot make it. Their capability is limited. Hmm. we talk about local. Okay, when we talk about native, when we talk about local, what do you say? Indigenous. From the second word you get it, guys. Native capability is limited. You can't make a lot of or create a lot of drones. You need to have to acquire it. Okay, so nuclear, desired, primordial, all cancel. Native. Okay, their own ability to create it. Local, domestically built it. Okay, indigenous is the word. From that you get your answer. So next one. C5 is expensive. Okay, tell me the answer here. Yeah. Very own indigenous can come together. Native. Yes, Jansi, that will be right. Priced is used as a verb. It is priced quite dash. Okay, so you can use adverb. Dearly is also very, very expensive. Not cheaply. Okay, priced expensively, dearly, highly. Now, as Dash Citroen has already started working on their new products, and the next SUV to hit Indian market is a C3 compact SUV. The set is easy. Now the following is easy. Achha, promising, promised, Citroen, or promised will not come, no? Promised will be grammatically wrong. Okay, so some of you have already answered this one. Promising, something which can bring success, which has the potential, something which has the potential. Okay, right? And the company is already promised, so that also context wise will not come. Promissory note, we say, this will also not come. Okay, so promising means having potential. Dearly is also something. Dear is expensive. Okay, dearly ka same meaning hai, expensively. Dearly same like expensively. Okay, right. So next one. These are doable, I think. Double blanks better than word usage. Very simplest one is this: worrying about, remembering others, specifying others, flattering others, convincing others. No, you you might find that without knowing you spend too much time. What will you spend? Time and energy. So E, very, very basic one, very doable. Okay, very basic. Okay, now coming to one of the very important sets, which is grammar related error spotting. Chalo, batao, first question. Out of the 5 parts, one has error. You have to identify the error part. In the backdrop of India acquiring 30 Predator drones from the US for muscling up the horizon military capability, Prime Minister is meeting the head of armed drone manufacturer along with 4 other top US company CEOs in Washington on September. Guys, there is only problem in B part, and that too a phrase. This is a tricky one because we say muscling not over. What do you say this phrase is? Muscling up means working hard, strengthening. The meaning is strengthening here. This is the meaning we want to give. Okay, the context that we want to give is strengthening. So it cannot be over. It is muscling up when you talk about strengthening something, working hard for it. It's a phrase. Okay, muscling up. So this was tricky. Okay, let me write here. Tricky or little tough if you don't know the phrase. Then how will you know this preposition up will come? Okay, second one. This is doable, I think. You have read this article? Okay. Old one, possibly. Easy to find, guys. Just find the error. It is B part, but what is it? Can anybody tell me? It is quite evident from the lineup that PM Modi's meetings with the CEOs are with the specific intention of India India being a key part of global resilient chain. India being, okay, not B. Here, right? Meetings with the CEOs are line up that PM Modi's meetings with the CEOs, meetings is plural, so are with the specific intention of India being a key part. India is a key part and a crucial part. Okay? R will be correct. According to meetings, R is correctly used. Only being. Okay, next. Usually we don't. Okay, I'll give you the hint, but first you try. Simple है थोड़ा. While all the companies are global leaders in their own right, the meeting with General Atomics head. Okay, what are we talking about, guys? Singular, the meeting acquires significance. You cannot say for singular meeting acquire. Subject verb agreement rule, the verb should be singular. Acquires significance. Okay, the verb will be singular. Why? Because we are talking about one meeting. Simple. Sentences are lengthy, so sometimes we get confused. Otherwise, simple subject verb agreement. Okay, next one. Subject verb agreement error, easy to catch. We are talking about something very particular here. We are talking about a specific administration. Remember, yeah, part A. So you say with the Biden administration. Okay. So article needs to be inserted here. The Biden administration. Specific. We are not talking in general. We are being specific here. So A part. With the Biden administration giving a green signal for India. Okay. A part. The Biden administration. Very specific. Okay. Next. Easy one. Next is a very easy one. Basic one. Yeah. वन ऑफ के बाद हमेशा क्या लगता है गाइस प्लूरल so in D part what it will be here you don't even have to think I feel just after reading this much only you all know this rule after one of we use plural so one of the medications okay no problem it should be faced here okay one of the medications clear now coming to your paragraph passage one last set from this contrast with wrong no the UK approach is singular no so contrast with it is totally correct phrase Abhishek okay contrast with approach singular chalo guys I want you to please start reading the last set let's complete it see we have done so many questions there are 40 questions asked always so we have already completed so many now I want you to read one last set which is related to your uh, RC. Acha, would be welcomed in the previous one here. Hmm. I think we can use it in would be welcome. Wait, I'll tell you the part of speech. Would be greeted, would be welcome. We do use it in the past form. I'm just saying if it is used as a noun, would be given a greeting like that. Acha, next slide. Continue reading. I'll check that one. Jansi and Hussein, you're out. Okay. Debashish, now you're joining. We are on the last set for the memory based paper of the memory based paper. One hour late. Okay, guys, next. Full paper, obviously. Full paper discussion. We are on the last set. Next, first question, guys. Let's start. Huh. You will have to watch recording. Don't worry, it is a full sample paper. You can watch the recording also. Guys, the statement which is mentioned of Irwin, there is no way we can grow your own way out of this hole we are in. What is he referring to? Okay. According to passage, you will obviously have to mark what is he referring to. He's referring to a trap in which tourism sector is, gotten into a trap, the tourism sector. Yeah, it is both 1 and 3. Correct. Both 1 and 3. Very good. Priya, infant. Okay. Shubham, right? It is not an opportunity negative we are saying. Okay. So both 1 and 3 negative. It is like a trap the tourism is fixed into. Okay. Fifth one. Next. Which is correct? Which of the following is correct around the area of jobs? Okay. What is mentioned with regards to it? Question number 2 from the passage. डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन है गाइस. हाँ, करेक्ट कौन सा है? सो direct question. The others you will probably have to cancel out. Other data which is not mentioned is wrong, which is not there, you cancel out. Only one is mentioned. Okay. And that is only 2. बाकी नहीं दिया है, बाकी सब mention ही नहीं है. No other data is given. No, third is also not given. This is not given, guys. Third one, you have to mark the correct one, right? So 100 million tourism jobs was given, I think. No, sorry, this is correct. Women workers who make up 54% of tourism workforce in the informal economy are at risk. This is definitely mentioned. Yeah, there is no other data given. You will have to check these. Direct questions means you go back to the passage and check. Everybody giving wrong answers here. Okay. So rest are incorrect. There are solutions given. How can we bring tourism to on track? Not discussed. Which solution is not given? That you have to mark. Which solution is not given? This inviting people to vacation spots for a longer period where they can work remotely. Okay, then we can take the favor of super rich people to differ, visit different places. They can afford to quarantine themselves. This suggestion is also provided. Which one is not given? Only one is not given. Okay, Swati is right here for sure. Correct. Which one is not given is asked. Remember. Second para, guys, clearly all the solutions 2 and 3. I think, yeah, I will go back to the para to let's confirm here. See, wooing the ultra rich is given. Okay, here. Virtually working. See, both of these are given. Direct question, second para. I remember reading it also. Yeah, so both are given. 2 and 3. Only one is not given. Okay, not discussed is what you have to mark. Next. Second para, I have shown you the lines also. True regarding GDP of various nations according to the context. What is true regarding the GDP? हाँ, और हाँ बोल सकते हो आप. सजेस्टिव में आ सकता है ये, बिल्कुल. शुभम, सजेस्टिव पैरा बोल सकते हैं फॉर श्योर. ठीक है गाइस, अगेन डायरेक्ट हियर. फोर्थ इज योर आंसर. ठीक है. ट्रू which is mentioned, the data which is given is option number 4. You will have to go back. Here I'm not going back. Okay. Now guys, which word usage is incorrect? Either grammar wise or meaning wise. All the words, if they are used, write 5. Which is incorrectly used. Shall I show you the words again? That will help. Okay, let's look at the words which are highlighted. Okay, first one here is dusk. Is this correctly mentioned? This is an interesting question. At the dusk of the jet age, just 25 million people took foreign trips. At the beginning, guys, dusk is what time? At the beginning, what do we say? Dawn or dusk? We say dawn. At the beginning of this age, at the beginning of the period, we say dawn, not dusk. Okay, so this will be wrong context. First word itself, if you will check, you will understand. Dusk is incorrect, Baba. We are talking about the tourism, when just it began, okay, with the era of airplanes came into picture, it just began, okay. So we're talking about 1950, where the airplane industry had just begun. Dawn means the beginning of the period. It is not end. Dusk is the end. Dawn is the beginning. We need the word for beginning, okay. So dusk is end of the period. Here we need the beginning, right? So we will say dawn. First itself is wrong. You have your answer already. Huh. Mm, yeah, this one, dusk, right? I think I've taken a different answer here, right? Question here. Chalo, next one. Fill in the blank. I'll show you the blank. First, guys, read this. Among tourism dependent Caribbean nations, the decline will also reach 12% dash full stop. Among G20 countries, the hospitality and travel sectors make up 10% of employment. Now, please, can you tell me what will come in the blank here? Which will fit the blank? We are talking about data here. Real GDP among African countries dependent on tourism will shrink, will reduce. Okay, Caribbean nations will reach 12% decline. Okay, so we are talking about full data for different nation. Okay, now you go and see the options here. We have talked about Caribbean nations. We have talked about and decline, mostly decline we are saying. Shrink, decline. So very big hint. Entire paragraph is talking about loss of the sector, tourism sector due to the pandemic. Decline in the numbers. So decline in the numbers, where is it mentioned? GDP shrink. Caribbean islands, after that we can talk about Pacific island nations. Pacific island nations, only 3. In negative we have to say, in decline, not growth, not development. Okay. So your answer will be 3, only 3. ठीक है, हिंट तो है यहाँ पे. Okay, how can it be 1? No, there is no positive sense. Closing the gap between poor and rich, cancel. ठीक है, previous years comparison, cancel. Okay, only negative, option 3 will come. Okay, one last question. What is the tone of the passage, guys? I think Shubham, who was guessing the tone right now? Shubham only. Shubham, out of these options, what will you say is the tone from the given options? Okay, there is no fun element. I will cancel humorous. First thing. Okay. There is no taunt, or you can say, irony, two opposite things happening, cancel. Okay. Feelings, when you are giving a lot of feelings involved and showing your feelings, it is emotional, which is not the case here. Now we have 2, informative or indignant. Indignant is definitely negative tone. This para has lots of data, facts, information about the tourism sector. It cannot be indignant. It is not showing anger regarding any issue. There is no anger shown. Okay, so this is cancelled. So plain and simple, after elimination, we will get the tone is informative. अब tone question ज़्यादा easy लगते हैं ना. We have done so much of tone, everyday editorial tone. That is why. Okay, guys, already my RRB PO mains batch is live. Please check the details. Tell your friends also. It is included in Super Elite. So you get a huge discount also on it using my code, which is Harshita. Please check the details. And this is a complete English RRB PO course, mains course, right? Do enroll. We have done one complete set. We are going to do more. Now next will be on Thursday when I'll be taking the session for complete it. Okay. Here the best plan is super elite. Need to use code Harshita for maximum discount. Hope you like the session. Okay, click on the like and yeah, continue with sample papers. Memory based papers are very important any exam you are preparing for. Okay, thank you guys. See you again at 5 p.m. and all those who missed it can watch the recorded and learn as well.